Okay, welcome everybody. This is going to be a very theory-based and interesting thought experiment for bomb jumps and how to look at them differently in terms of creativity, timing, permutations, etc. I'd recommend you guys go read the Wikipedia page about bomb jumps. Stuff like this image for the radius of a bomb jump that hits you for prime 1 and 2. We're only talking about prime 1 in this video. Okay, so this is my bomb jump theory Excel sheet. Basically, bomb jumps can be broken down into 4 distinct families of bomb jumps as far as this theory goes. So our first bomb jump category is going to be usually the ones we use for BSJs. So just like your 1 bomb jump, a 2 bomb jump, 3 bomb jump, 4 bomb jump. I'll show you guys those in a bit. What's really important right now is that we look at how it's actually written down. So this S means it is a stationary or grounded bomb. Okay, this underscore indicates when during that bomb you actually become airborne. And then this R and this F right here indicate a timing method for how you lay an airborne bomb. In general, bomb jumps are broken down into 3 parts. There's everything you do while you're grounded, everything you do while you're in the air, and then the timing of your last bomb. And your last 2 bombs especially are what can make or break where your extra height can come in and how these are structured. There's rules for each category. By category, family, each one of them will have specific rules for them. Let's start with category 1 bomb jumps. Okay, the first one, SS, means it's a stationary grounded bomb, and so we lay 2 of those. So in terms of height, we can look, and S would be a 1 and an SS would be a 1 as well. And it looks like this. So just 1 bomb would be that. Gives you the height of 1 bomb. And SS would be just, it's still just the height of 1 bomb. Next on our list is SSR. So because there's an underscore before the R, we know that we have to lay that bomb, the R bomb, the 3rd bomb, with a rising timing. So what does that look like? So 2 stationary grounded bombs, and then while you're rising in the air, you lay your 3rd bomb. Okay, see? So now we can go look and see what the best height that we can get out of that bomb would be. So if we go back to the sheet, SS underscore R. SS is 1 mid-air, but it is our last bomb, so an R would be worth 1. So SS plus R, this would be a bomb jump of max height 2. Okay, so as you can see, these bomb jumps aren't going to get any higher. Why is that? Well, you're restricted to the height of your very first bomb. What do you mean by that? Well, when you lay bomb, you go the same height every time, right? Especially when you're grounded. You don't go any higher. You just leave the ground, go exactly the same height. So if I lay 3 bombs, it doesn't matter, right? I don't get any extra height in the middle. It's the same as if I do this. Because I laid a bomb at the peak of my bomb jump, and every time you hit a bomb, it resets your speed to the exact speed shown on that wiki document page. So, Category 1 bomb jumps will at best give you 2 height. Height being 1 full bomb jump's worth of height. Now, what's the advantage to Category 1 bomb jumps? Why do we do them? It's simple. You do a Category 1 bomb jump because every time you hit a bomb, you travel faster. Okay. So the amount of time it takes to get to that last bomb, your third or fourth bomb, is quicker, sooner. It can mean that you make a BSJ or don't make a BSJ, depending on how your timing was on that bomb jump. Okay, so Category 2 bomb jumps. These are bomb jumps that are part of the HBJ family. Okay, so HBJ family bomb jumps are actually going to include UBJ as well. And you'll see why in a little bit after I go through them. So what do Category 2 bomb jumps have in common? They all start with a falling bomb to catch yourself. What does that mean? Okay, we've only seen the rising bomb so far. So a falling bomb looks like this. Let's start with a 2 HBJ. So what does that mean? It means that while I'm falling from the peak of my bomb jump, on the way down, I hit another bomb. Okay, so when I lay that falling bomb, the F bomb, if you will, you lay it for the intention of hitting that bomb on the way back down. Why is that important? Well, it gives you a different height than if you lay that bomb with a rising timing. Okay, so let's just continue with the category of 2 bomb jumps in the HBJ family. Next we have the 3 HBJ. And then you could do a 4 HBJ, same concept, 1 more bomb. And then the variation comes with your last bomb. And that's where the UBJs come in. They are the same timing except for the last bomb. And the last bomb is the most crucial part to any bomb jump. That's where you get your difference in heights and your difference in timings. So a UBJ. First we have the mini UBJ. There we go. Right? And then if you add 1 more bomb to the middle of that, you get a full UBJ. Now what's the height on that? Well, we can just go back and look. So we go over here, we see SF before the underscore. That means that the SF is our grounded portion. Remember, our underscore is when we become airborne. So SF is a height of 1.2. Where does this 0.2 come from? Well, this 0.2 comes from the fact that when you hit a bomb exactly at the top of that bomb. That gives you an extra 0.2, which is half a morph ball's worth of height in terms of our units. Remember, our units are scaled to how much height 1 bomb gives you. So this 0.2 is not the size of a morph ball in terms of game units, it's in terms of our units. Underscore, airborne now, FR, okay? Well, F could be our middle bomb, but FR is right here. As the last bomb, it's worth 1.4. What's that 0.4? That 0.4 is a full morph ball's extra height. Okay, so that last bomb that you lay is going to give you 0.4, 1 whole morph ball's extra height. So in total, a mini UBJ would be worth SF 1.2 plus FR. 1.4 or 2.6. Okay. A full UBJ has this extra f in there, so that extra f is worth 0.2. That means a full UBJ is worth 2.8. Now, what's this extra stuff over here, right? These blue parts. This is stuff that is unknown or nameless. Bomb jumps that should exist according to possible permutations of the rules. Okay. But either haven't been shown or haven't been named, and some of them I gave obvious names to, variations of bomb jumps, and other ones like these ones are really complicated. SF_FRF. Okay. So what is FRF? What does that look like at all? So in SF, we know what that looks like. It's the first two bombs of an HBJ. Okay. When we become airborne, we lay another F, which is exactly the same as the first three bombs of an 3 HBJ. And then RF. Well, how does RF work? Well, you're gonna lay a double tap. And then a falling bomb after that. Ooh, man, that's really complicated. These red sections, SF_R. What is that? So that is the exact opposite of how we start for our 3 HBJ. Remember, everything for our category, our family of bomb jumps start. They are grounded all the same, with the same timings for their grounded bomb jumps. Permutations come from everything airborne and afterwards. So, SFR. Is that possible? No. Why is that not possible? If we go over here, we can see that F_R is only possible with a wall. What does that look like? Well, you would have to be laying a falling bomb and then a rising bomb while you're airborne. But how do you hit a rising bomb after a falling bomb? It's impossible. It's a little bit hard to show because it's only possible with the help of a wall. So I would have to lay a bomb, and then a rising bomb. That is essentially how half-pipe bomb jumps work. So this family of bomb jumps down here is more or less half-pipe bomb jumps. Now, this one would be the first 3 bombs of a half-pipe bomb jump. Okay. This _R being a flick. After that, if you laid falling bombs, or bombs that you hit on the way up the wall with normal falling timing, as if it was a UBJ or etc., you would be performing a half-pipe bomb jump. Out of that, you could time yourself another rising bomb jump. Again, this would more or less look like a half-pipe bomb jump with the last 2 bombs being a UBJ. Or reversed, you could, in order to do this one, you would have to get a double flick. The math on that would make this bomb jump hardly worth it. And at the point where you have to start using walls and flicks, math will no longer help you because it is due to your friction and just how much height you can get. You could calculate kind of base height. So for instance, this last one, the most complicated, far-fetched one, SF_, SF is a 1.2. You would lay 2 rising bombs after that falling, which would only give you the 2.4 height minimum is what you would get out of this one, which is not even the height of a UBJ. Category 3 bomb jumps. What is a Category 3 bomb jump? Well, they all start with 3-frame bomb jump timing. What is a 3-frame bomb jump? Well, it's kind of a lame name for 2 bombs laid in quick succession, such that the timing of you hitting the second bomb happens immediately after the first bomb. That would be like a 3-frame bomb jump. And what happens is when you lay a 3-frame bomb jump, your first bomb explodes, sending you upwards, and your second bomb, also grounded, explodes, giving you an extra bit of height, because now you are starting your full bomb jump speed again, perfectly 1 bombs higher in height, or 0.4 of our scaled in-game units. Now we know what a 3-frame looks like, okay? An SR_F. Well, this would be if you laid the first 2 bombs of a 3-frame, and your third bomb you laid to be catching yourself while you fall. What's the advantage of that? You will start with just 0.2 extra height when you leave the ground. And so you will get 0.2 extra height over just doing a HBJ. Permutations wise, I think it's getting pretty repetitive for me to show you visually. It would look like catching yourself with a HBJ bomb, with a falling timing bomb, repeatedly, and from there you could continue to catch yourself with falling bombs. That's part of some rules for airborne bombs, is that you can catch yourself with falling bombs. For instance, FFR is valid, but FR is not. You cannot do a falling bomb followed by a rising bomb without the assistance of a flick or a wall or a push or an enemy or something. Continuing down, SRFR, I'm sure you could picture this maybe. Now, why is FR valid here? Right? It says specifically over here that FFR is valid, but FR is not. Okay? Well, Category 3 bomb jumps are kind of annoying because the part where you become airborne is only slightly relevant because of essentially you shifting where you're airborne. That's a bad way of putting it. Let's just take this bomb jump for example, since this one seems to contradict our rule. So SR, that's a 3-frame bomb jump. You become airborne, you lay a falling bomb jump, and then a rising bomb jump. Why does this seem to contradict our rules but doesn't? Well, the answer is simply that those rules are to tell you about height, and this will not give you extra height. So what does this look like? This looks like this. You would lay 2 bombs for our 3-frame bomb jump, and then on the way up I would lay a falling bomb and a rising bomb. There you go. That's the bomb jump. Now, why is that useful? Not sure. It probably isn't, but it is a definite permutation of bomb jumps that is valid. And according to the permutations, it is unique in its timing method, and there it is, right there. Now, you could do that again and add a falling bomb, and then it gets more complicated, or you could lay 2 more rising bombs, but you're going to be limited to this first bomb that becomes airborne if you do that. This falling bomb will be slightly higher as well. Again, you could just add up math for that and get your number for your height, but if you're worried about the height, you're probably not using this sheet for the correct thing. This is more or less extra information for knowing what bomb jumps might be the appropriate height for small gaps or whatever. The highest bomb jump we have is going to be in our category 4 bomb jumps, but we're not getting there yet. Now, what's invalid in category 3 bomb jumps? So these bomb jumps are real, but they require, again, assistance with walls, flicks, enemies, something. So 3 bombs and then a rising bomb. What does that look like? More or less, that looks like getting a flick and laying a 3rd bomb so that you will hit all 3 bombs on the way up. You could even get a flick before you lay your second bomb. It doesn't really matter. What's the advantage of that? It can get you in the air faster, give you slightly more height on a bomb jump. Anything, something like that. Permutations of that, you could continue to lay rising bombs. You would just continue to need pushing upwards, more flicks, a boost ball, something, extra speed, anything. You could change it up with falling timings in between there, falling, rising again. This would be essentially the last 2 bombs of a UBJ, somewhere in there. These bomb jumps you won't see without boost ball or wall. You could maybe pinpoint some of these bomb jumps in some of my videos somewhere, but I've never looked. They're very situational. Category 4 bomb jumps. So these bomb jumps are bomb jumps that are regrounding. So what does that mean? That is like a DBJ. So let's look at a DBJ, the very first one, SS_R. So these bomb jumps, they're going to be written very similar to all these other ones, but just the same. Each family has its own unique rules and timings, and what's important is that when you look at that family, you know what the timing for the first couple of bombs is. SS_. What does that mean? So, going back to the game, let's do a DBJ. So you see how I fall back down and hit the ground, lay my first bomb, hit the ground, and then hit a second bomb and go back up. So why is that important? Well, our first bomb is our restrictor. So however high we can get off this first bomb before we get regrounded will limit how high we can go. So max height of this is 2. Okay, it's 1 bomb and 1 bomb. The timing seems stupid because, again, you could just time it in a different method and get the exact same height, and it might be faster, slower, whatever. It doesn't matter. What's important is that it's a different timing method. Continuing back with the sheet, variations of this are pretty simple. It's, just DBJs into TBJs and other stuff. So let's look at some variations. There you go. That's a variation. So that would be the timing for, and let's go look at the sheet. What was the timing on that? So stationary, and then a rising bomb. So a DBJ ends with a rising bomb. After that, I laid a falling bomb so that when I got hit back up in the air off this rising bomb, I would hit a falling bomb again. And then I actually laid another rising bomb, which is almost like 2 stacked DBJs. Okay, I could lay 2 falling bombs. I could have just laid 1 falling bomb, but that's less height than just doing a DBJ. It's all about timing, though. If you need the extra time in the air to stall for something, then it's useful. You never know. You can continue down the list of permutations. It really just comes back down to you're not going to get more than 2 height out of any of these bombs on this first area, because you're restricted by the fact that you're regrounding after 1 bomb. Now, if you want to get a flick somewhere in there with this F, with a falling timing, we could get a flick in there, and then you could get some extra height out of it. But what would these look like? So 2 stationaries, so bomb jump, you'd go up in the air, no, bomb jump, lay another bomb, go up in the air, and then lay a bomb with falling timing. So you're supposed to hit it on the way back down. Now, why is this impossible? Well, ordinarily, you would not be in the air long enough to hit a falling bomb. How could you make this bomb jump work? Well, you could use boost ball such that you lay a falling timed bomb, boost up the wall, and then that would give you maybe a little bit extra time, and you could hit this falling bomb jump. Why is that useful? Sometimes you're trying to buy out time for another bomb refill. Sometimes it's trying to buy out time for an enemy to move to the correct location or whatever. You know, it doesn't really matter. But this would require using boost ball or a flick or something to be in the air longer to hit a falling bomb. Outside of that, if you could do that, you could lay normal bomb jump variations off of that, just like we did here. You know, and you could even go even further, lay another falling bomb if you got more boost ball action. Sometimes you need to use different flicks and stuff to let your boost timer refill so that you can continue chains like this for complicated boost ball bomb jumps. Those aren't really named, and no one's really cared about the timings on them, but as you can see, they're actually accounted for with this bomb jump theory. Moving on down, category 4 bomb jumps actually have almost like 3 distinct parents or variations inside its family. So what is this SRS underscore R? This is a 3-frame bomb jump. Okay, so that's our SR variation. 3-frame for our first 2 bombs, and then a stationary bomb followed by a rising bomb. Let's go look at what that would look like in game. Why is that useful? Beats me. I don't know, but that's what that bomb jump would look like. Going back over here, you could continue to permutate off of that. The difference in height for an SRS is going to be 1.4 versus a 1. So you're going to get slightly more height if you actually 3-frame the start of your bomb jumps. Why is that? That's because you can hit a higher peak height on how tall your top bomb is during that bomb jump. And this is actually where RGBJs come in, or the really good bomb jump. So a really good bomb jump uses this to its advantage. It starts with extra height because of that extra 3-frame inside of it. You could use this to look at the math for it. SRS underscore RR, that's 1.4 plus 1.4 or 2.8. Now, because of the scaling on this, it's a little bit bad, but it gives you a nice approximate height for all of this stuff. Let's look at the impossible ones. Think about variations for that. So why are these ones impossible? 3-frame stationary, and then a falling bomb. Same thing with the ones above it. You would need boost ball to be in the air long enough to hit a falling bomb. Past that, you either need boost ball again, or you could just lay the last timing like a UBJ. But that would require, again, boost ball. Now, what's this last one? This last one is a variation of the DBJ, actually. Is it useful? Kind of, not really. No, I don't know. But we are restricted to 5 bombs, and so we can replace our grounded bombs in our DBJ with 3-frame bombs. So what's our last bomb jump variation? SRSRF. So instead of laying a bomb at the peak of your jump, you would lay it somewhere on the way up and hit it on the way back down. And these are almost essentially the exact same timing, except, this one is possible because of the extra height from the 3-frame, the double 3-frame, but it's still not very useful. That's going to be about it for our bomb jump 400 level college course. I hope maybe I've explained at least how to read this sheet, what bomb jumps look like in this sheet, what everything in this sheet means, kind of what to pay attention for. And hopefully it helps someone somewhere.